Hey guys, Rollier or Taylor here, and today we're back with another Deadside video. Now in this one, I'm going to go over 5 simple tips that I think you lot should know about when playing Deadside. Now I do just want to say thank you so much for the support on the previous Deadside video. I had a lot of really nice comments welcoming me back, and it's actually done really well. So just so you know, I do really appreciate it. But anyway, let's jump straight into it. So coming in at number 5, we're going to be talking about weapon crates. Now these are random spawns around the map, but I do have a couple of locations where I've seen them pop up. Now a weapon crate is pretty much in the name most of the time. Now every time I've come across one anyway, they do contain a weapon, whether that be a shotgun, a pistol or a rifle of some sort, along with some ammo and some food or drink. Now the first one I've found is in the town called Platava, and if you walk into this small shed here, go all the way to the back and turn left, there's a weapon crate on the boxes. Now the first time I came across this, I completely bypassed it and didn't even think to look or loot it because it did blend in with the environment fairly well. And that's the reason I'm talking about this as tip number 5, is because they do blend in with the environment and sometimes they are quite easy to miss. Now weapon crates for me have also spawned in the town of Yantar on the coast in some shipping containers, as well as up on the hill of Boar, on the roof behind some sandbags. Now when I went back to recapture footage, it wasn't actually spawned there, so it's obvious to me now that these are random spawns, but like I said, those 3 locations have spawned weapon crates for me. Next up, we're talking better bandages. Now when I first took some damage, I knew that rags were going to be the only way I could gain some health back, but I noticed that basic rags only healed me by 2 life. This wasn't ideal, so I quickly found out if you come across some rubbing alcohol, some vodka or some moonshine, you can combine rags with one of the 3 items I just mentioned and make some sterilized rags. These then heal you by 9, but that isn't instant, it does heal over time. But trust me, it's very easy to come across moonshine or vodka. Rubbing alcohol is one of the best, and I believe it has a higher healing rate, so do keep that in mind. But yeah, it's a very simple tip. Make sure you're using better bandages and do stock up every time you come across one of those 3, either moonshine, vodka or the rubbing alcohol. In at number 3, we're talking about a private stash. Now this is actually very simple to do, and I had no idea about it within the first couple of hours of playtime. But if you go to any of the safe zones, you can either go up to the trader, or if you find the lockers within that safe zone, you can actually store some items or your money in there so you don't lose it when you die. Now this is, like I've already said, private to you, so nobody else can access it. Really good way if you have come across a lot of money, but you still want to do some loot runs. Keep it safe and then come back at another point to spend it at the vendors. Now map markers. Now although the map isn't huge at the moment, but as you can see it's going to be pretty big once it does open up, map markers are going to become more and more useful. At the moment I think you can have 5 different markers, so you could plot yourself a little route for you and your team to follow. It's easy to just track a town so you don't get lost on your way. To place a map marker, just hold shift and click on that area, and boom, your marker is present. Now whilst we are on the map, let's talk a little bit about it. So there's 2 safe zones in the north and south. There's always a mission popping up. As you can see, there's one currently on the map, and that is a medium difficulty mission. Currently I've not seen any events pop up, so I don't think they're active, but when they are, we'll see a heli crash and a drop zone. Obviously your marker is a small arrow. A tactical marker is one of the ones you've placed on a town, and then you have the loot stash and the base. Now I've not made a loot stash yet, nor have I made a base, so I'm not quite sure how those 2 work. Now again, staying on the topic of maps, I believe that all of the towns are marked with a grey circle with a black dot in the middle, and all of the more military areas are just grey dots that aren't often named. So yeah, if you want some high-end military loot, look for those grey dots instead. Now finally, better aim. In Deadside at the moment, when you increase your field of view, it just zooms you out a little bit and it makes it very difficult to aim. So if you're like me, loves a higher field of view, maybe think about it before you do it, because this is where I struggled. I had my field of view set to 109 and it made it very difficult for me to see the iron sights. So as you can see in this clip here, I'm adjusting the field of view slider to get a better aim. As you can see, the closer you have it to 70, the lot easier it is to aim, but again, you lose the distance around you. So yeah, do just keep that in mind when you are messing with the field of view. There you have it guys, 5 of my tips to help you in Deadside. Now if you have any tips, please leave them below and I'll make a pinned comment of all of your great tips. But anyway, if you are enjoying the Deadside coverage, please let me know as well by leaving a comment or by clicking that like button. And if you do want to stay up to date with this game and many other survival, early access, first person shooters, also make sure to subscribe. But anyway, I'll leave you all to it. Catch you soon. Bye bye.